When you already own rental properties and your dream is to live off the cash flow they generate, a crucial question inevitably arises. Should you continue buying more rental properties and grow your portfolio, or should you start paying off the debt from your existing properties and snowball it? This decision is one that every real estate investor faces at some point in their journey, and the answer isn't always straightforward. So today I want to share my personal experience in navigating this decision. My story, my strategies, my mistakes, and my lessons learned can help you better understand when and how to transition from aggressive growth. You want to snowball your investments for financial freedom. Understanding where you are in your investing journey is vital to making the right decision. I always talk about the three distinct stages in a rental investor's life. First, you're the beginner phase. This is when you're just getting your feet wet, you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, you're securing your first deal, maybe two, and you're just really getting ready to, and you're just learning the ropes. Second is the accumulation phase. This is the long grind of accumulating properties, reinvesting all your earnings, and scaling your portfolio. This is where a lot of people run into burnout. The focus here is growing your net worth and your rental income. Make sure you set your goal. You're aiming for a financial milestone, whether it's $50,000 or $500,000 or even several million dollars in portfolio value. Third is the snowball phase, and this is kind of the goal area, right? This is when you have enough properties or net worth to start shifting your focus. Instead of just chasing growth, you start prioritizing things. You want to pay down your debt, you want to increase your cash flow, you want to free up more time, and you really just want to enjoy the rewards of your investment journey. Bill Bernstein said, if you want to win the game, stop playing. You can think of it like football. If your team is comfortably ahead near the end of the game, you're not going to throw passes. You're going to take a knee and you're going to secure the win. Go Birds. That metaphor, it applies here in real estate investing. So let's talk about your drivers. In the beginner phase, what do you really need? First, I would definitely suggest you get a mentor. But these are the three things. You're going to need knowledge, you're going to need capital, and you're going to need balls. Knowledge means you understand how real estate works. For example, I really thought that investing was all about flipping for fast profits. Within my first month, I had my first flip. Next thing I knew, I had 2 rental properties behind it. So the misconception turned it into a job instead of a vehicle for passive income, and I was quickly overwhelmed. Capital means you're learning to live below your means and save money to invest. And balls, oh, we kind of know what that is. That's the fuel, right? Every day feels scary in the beginning. Having a community or mentor really helps you push through the fear. The acquisition phase is as much about buying as it is for scaling. You take calculated risks, you start leveraging more capital and adding more doors. Maybe you expand into multifamily or 1031 exchange a couple of properties to defer taxes and accelerate some growth. This phase is tricky because not only do you have to be conservative, but you have to make some bold moves. And yeah, look, it can be addictive. Growth can become the goal if you're not careful. I have a video on that a few weeks back about my first 21 doors and how I screwed myself up. So when you get into the snowball phase, you want to ask yourself, have I hit this goal? And mathematically, it's pretty simple. Let's say your goal is $100,000 in annual income. If your portfolio is yielding 5%, you need about $2 million in assets. Or if you burr like I do and you need a little bit more and assets paid off, about 10 doors in some areas. So what do? Once you reach that point, you can stop growing and start snowballing. But let's be honest, sometimes life gets in the way. You might start to feel burned out, or maybe health or family reasons start weighing more than ROI. Or maybe your goals keep shifting. You wanted 2 million, now you want 3 million. It's totally normal. So here's my story. I started investing in 2019, flipping houses, trying to make a living. I was still in the military at the time. Not long after, my business partner and I started building a rental portfolio. By the time we hit around 57 doors, we were in over our heads. We trusted the wrong people to manage our properties, and the revolving door of tenants started. It forced us to pause and reassess. We entered what I like to call a mini beginner phase. We had to sell some properties, sometimes at a loss. We had to sell others using owner financing, turning our tenants into homeowners and locking in long-term passive cash flow. We started to streamline everything. We built systems and we freed up our time. We got together and we started talking about mini retirement, inspired by the 4-hour work week. So we took a break buying. After the break, we went back into acquisition mode, looked at Cleveland, Ohio, and started buying more properties there, and we started to grow again. That's building, pausing, and snowballing, and it's real and it works. I've been in your shoes trying to keep it all together, and now I use FlipperForce for every single rehab project and deal analysis so that we don't make the same mistakes over and over again. FlipperForce is an all-in-one platform built specifically for real estate investors by real estate investors. With FlipperForce, you can analyze deals like a pro, whether it's a flip, a buy and hold, or a burr property. You can estimate your rehab costs accurately so you never have to blow your budget, and you can plan your project schedules from start to finish and stay on track. And you can even track expenses in real time so there are no financial surprises. So sign up using the link in the description. You get 30 days for free and a 25% discount. When you realize how awesome it is and you sign up, life happens. Here's what Matt Z and I both agree on. You have to be flexible. You cannot follow a rigid blueprint. If I tell you I do velocity banking, you can't always do that. Life doesn't care about Excel formulas. Burnout happens. Now look, my son's grown, but In your case, kids might happen. Opportunities come out of nowhere. Like in 2021, I refinanced most of my portfolio at 3 to 4%. Suddenly, paying down debt wasn't as urgent. But if interest rates were higher, that would change my mind. Instead of rigid goals, create income floors that cover your essentials. Then reassess. That balance keeps you safe while still letting you grow. So here are 2 things that I've seen. First, never move the goalpost. You hit that $1 million in value, and then you want to go to 1.5, and then 2 million. Stop. You will never feel done. If you set your goals and say, we're going to get to 2 million and then reassess, that's how we do it. Now, going back to football, some people feel like they're still in the second quarter and they don't want to slow down. But sometimes slowing down is the win. Financial freedom isn't about net worth. Again, you can't write a check from a building. We're talking about freedom of time, peace of mind, and being present for the stuff that matters. So here's the blueprint. This is how I structure things for myself. Number 1, what is your financial freedom number? Number 2, set your milestones. You want to cover 50% of your total expenses, then 75, then 100. How do you want to work that? Next is track everything. Your net worth, your cash flow, your expenses, your debt level. Number 4, be flexible. You're going to need to pivot when life demands it. Next is build systems. Automate and delegate so your portfolio serves you and not the other way around. Now, here's something that somebody told me once, and I haven't really done it yet, but here's how it works. You pay off a portion of your portfolio, and then you assign each property a position, right? So let's say you and your partner, or you, just yourself, needs healthcare, and then you cover food, and then one covers travel, and you keep building your portfolio and have your portfolio pay off your bills. The rest stays leveraged and keeps growing. That's the win. Security and growth side by side. So when should you pay off your debt? Well, that depends. Are you feeling stressed and burned out? Oh, consider paying that off. If rates are low, maybe you hold the debt and you invest it elsewhere. If stability matters more, pay off your mortgages for better cash flow. Maybe pay off just the essentials, and that's your income floor. The key here is that you don't need to do it all at once. Now, how do we track our progress? You're going to want to track this with a personal financial statement. Update your net worth annually. Track your actual cash flow, not just your rent roll. Measure your loan to value over time. That's really going to tell you how mature and resilient your portfolio is. Back to real life here. I got started in 2019. I got spoiled. I bought during that insanity period of growth through COVID. Thought flipping was the move. Then I shifted to scaling, then burr. I learned that real estate really is about phases, and that rhythm is normal. Know what you want. Forget social media. Forget what those gurus say. What do you want? Do you want to create a nonprofit? Do you want a new business? Do you want more time with your kids? Whatever it is, create the plan that supports that. Have a clear number. What's your income floor? Is it $5,000, $10,000 a month? And keep your options open. Last, pursue peace, not just profit. How do you know when you've had enough? Well, mathematically, it's simple. When your income covers your needs, technically, you're good. But emotionally, it's really tricky. So ask yourself, are you covering your expenses? Are you at peace with your progress? Or are you like a duck on the pond where you look really calm, your legs are swimming like crazy? Are you ready to shift? Are you open to slowing down if you need to? And are your people doing what they're supposed to do to help you create and achieve your financial goals? Hey, if you want help mapping this all out, join me over at Enlisted to Entrepreneur on Facebook. We've got coaching, community, and strategies to help you scale without stress. If you want to learn more about this process and anything else real estate related, if you're a veteran or a first responder, go over to budevans.com and sign up for a free strategy session. It's no obligation. Whether you're looking to wholesale or flip properties or do what I did and build a passive income portfolio, I'll help you create a customized plan to achieve your goals. That's all I got. Hopefully this was helpful. Until the next video, aim high.